best place to start it, as it's now stage 3. So it's very windy, hope that's not fucking up the sound. But yeah, the one thing I want to mention before this video begins is that this is specifically my personal opinion on this turbo and the stage 3 map by Perron. So, well, it's 80s turbo, but yeah, so don't judge it saying, oh nice, this is that. This is my personal opinion, this is what I personally think. It's not an expert opinion obviously, but just take it as that. This is just your average guy that wants to modify Fiesta. So without further ado, let's begin the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so let's start this video off here. So this is my Fiesta ST around 320 brake, VT330R turbo, Pro Alloy stage 3 cooler, turbo back Mongoose 2.5-inch exhaust system, non-res section 59, and an auto specialist induction kit with a dual port turbo smart recirculation valve. That's performance wise, that's all you really need to know performance wise. So the main thing everyone instantly messages me and asks me when I put up the turbo is, how much does it cost? How much would it cost me to get a turbo? So the answer to that is, I went on a few websites last night, and so what you need is a turbo back exhaust system, like I just said, everything I just said. You need your stage 3 cooler, you need your turbo smart, you need a full induction kit for this turbo, so you need the crossover as well. So with all the parts to probably make it run the best it can be, it came to approximately $4,000 if you have not touched your Fiesta. If you got it stock, you don't have any, so you don't have a base map, if you're not an existing Perron customer or Revo customer, this is for Perron VT330R 80s turbo. So if you was just got your car and you was to take it somewhere, instantly wanted it stage 3, it came up at approximately £4,000. That's your map, your turbo, all your bolt-ons, everything like that. I mean, thinking in that way, it is quite a lot of money. But when obviously you're doing it through stages, you don't really notice it hit you that much. The main thing is the turbo, and that you're not currently mapped with that company. So, and that is including installation. I mean, I don't know if companies be able to do your special deal because you're paying so much, but that's approximately how much it came up as. So if you're looking to go stage 3 on a car and you've just bought it out of the showroom, that's approximately, give or take, how much it's going to cost you. Saying you was, say, stage 2 or stage 1 plus, like I was stage 2, you've already got everything you need. All you need is a stage 3 cooler, which I already had. So all I really needed was the turbo. I mean, my turbo was about £1,500, I believe, and that was including installation and everything like that. But I did get that at a better rate because I pre-ordered it before it even launched. So you're probably looking at 1,700, I'd say, for an existing stage 2, stage 1 plus customer. Now that's, at first I was like, alright, that's quite a lot of money, but I didn't think the stage 2 was gonna, stage 3 was gonna be so different to stage 2 to what it is, because literally it transforms the car. Your car goes, stage 2 is a big jump from stock, don't get me wrong, but when you go to stage 3, it's something else. So I had no idea it was gonna be this powerful. I've driven cars with Revo stage 3, but this just feels so much different. You don't have to drive it fast to enjoy it. It's got a lot of low down pull power, these B-roads I'm on now. It takes them just so beautifully, and it just really, it works. The whole car works so much better. So the next thing, so I said what you need, running costs. So if you're buying this car, if you want to go stage 3 but you're not too sure how much extra you're going to be paying in fuel and daily use like that, so I use mine to work and back, which is about a 25 minute drive. I go on the motorway, stuff like that. I can cruise it there, cruise it back, and I can get a good miles per gallon. But obviously as soon as you put your foot down, that miles per gallon drops very suddenly. So running costs, I think I do probably like £10 a day, which some people find expensive, some people find it cheap. If you're used to like a big car, big engine, it's quite cheap. But obviously for a stock ST, it's a big jump. So that's like 70 quid a week, what, like 714, like almost £300, about £300 a month. But that's because I do 25-minute journey to work, so that's there, so that's 50 minutes there and back, and then literally every night I'm out driving my car. Like, I'm not don't have to be going fast in my car, but I'm out and about in my car because I enjoy driving. So it's not too bad. If I drove it more responsibly, I was in like 6th gear everywhere I drove, do you know what I mean? Like, it could save me money. But if I was driving it that slow and like that much, like that worded correctly, it's just sort of, you're paying for a turbo because you want it, you're enjoying your driving experience because of that. So paying for a turbo and then not being able to afford the running costs and driving it slow everywhere, you're not getting what you've paid for, because you pay for that more adrenaline rush of putting your foot down, and then when it comes to it, you haven't got the funds to do that. You're not enjoying your car for what it is. I mean, the whole point of having a car like this is just to have fun. It's just a little, I just like to call it a pocket rocket. Like, that's just how it is. On to the next mainly asked question, which is warm-ups and cooldowns. You should really do this with your car stock with a turbo anyway, but I didn't, I'm going to be honest with you. So now, every morning and every time I turn it on, every time I turn it off, I wait approximately 5 to 10 minutes for it to warm up or cool down. Do like cool down laps if I've just been ragging it. But say I've been driving for a little bit, got to the shops, let it cool down and got in it, I wouldn't have to wait that long. So if the temps are hot, it's alright, but it is very important that you do let it cool down if you've been dragging it, because if you just switch the engine off after driving it hard, the turbo's still spinning like 2000 RPM whatever, and it's got no oil going to it. So that is not a good thing. You're just going to ruin everything you've paid for. So take that into consideration. What I'd say is very important you do buy when you go like for this sort of power on a Fiesta is, I've quickly noticed a big brake kit would be very, very helpful, and an engine mount. An engine mount is one of the things you should really get before going stage 3, but I didn't, silly of me. But I am picking one up in 2 days because I'm going to be up 80 Motorsport on Thursday, so hopefully pick up a new one then if the government stop. But yeah, so we've got like running cost, durability, and also you're going to start coming into probably more problems with your car. Obviously, more you modify it from stock, more problems you're going to get. Well, I had that boost leak, and literally I was driving the car around in like limp mode for about 5 days. It was fucking horrible. But I didn't know that you was meant to change the clip. I know that now, I've learnt my lesson sort of thing. But it's things like that when you upgrade your power and you're running stock pipe, stuff like that, you're bound to run into difficulties, you're bound to have problems. Like, you can't help that, you can't blame anyone for that. It's just, the car wasn't built at a 320 brake, came out the factory at 180 brake horsepower, do you know what I mean? Like, the more you push it to its limits, more problems you're going to run into. But that's just one of the things of owning a car like this. You've got to expect things like that to happen. You can't be pissed off about it, because at the end of the day you've chose to modify it, you've chose to run into problems like that. So that's another like key thing you've got to remember. And practicality. A lot of people, when they get this sort of car, I've noticed a lot of people that hybrid turbo their STs, they have daily cars as well. They just use it as a weekend car, stuff like that. Whereas I don't have that. I wish I could have a daily, but at the same time I don't, because I get to every day enjoy my car for what it is, and I love it. It may cost more to drive and you're getting your mileage up and the wear and tear on your car, right? But if you love your car and you have a turbo and you just want to drive it, then it's the best daily in the fucking world, because I know that my daily could beat someone's race car. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my daily could beat someone's weekend car, whereas my daily is my weekend car. I mean, a daily would be good because then my car would be kept in better condition, wouldn't have to do as many services. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might save money, but I'd think I'd be so bored just driving a standard car around. I'd just be like, I'd rather be in my ST right now. I'd be like, sometimes you go down the road and you just, if you're not in your car, you just think, I wish I was in my car right now because it'd be so good. Like, I get experience and no matter what. And I love that about my car. And then another thing, the sound. I'll give it a few pulls in a second, but obviously the turbo is different. It sounds more meaty, more of aggressive turbo spool noise and everything like that. The exhaust sounds completely different. I'm going to try and get some sound clips in, but I don't know how well the quality is going to come out of them. But if I do a pull now, it just goes. It does sound really nice when driving it. I haven't had the pleasure of hearing someone drive past in my car, and it does pop sometimes, because I don't trust anyone at all touching my car driving it, because the car scares me enough with me driving it. I don't want other people driving it and then crashing my car, or I'll just be too nervous to let anyone drive it. I'll let this person out. Coming out. Nope, you're just going to sit there on your phone. People. Fucking useless. Okay, so, after the sound, do I regret paying that sort of money for this car? Do I regret modifying doorbell buying this car? Like, do I regret anything that I've done to this car at all? No. Everything that I've done has made me learn a lesson. Every mistake that I've made, I've learned from it and I've progressed. So, I don't regret a single thing. Like, I may have been out of pocket for certain things with buying this car, and at the time, why the fuck did I do that? But at the end of the day, I've learned my lesson from it, and I know not to do that again. So I literally have no regrets. And the turbo, it just transformed the car. I don't know all the stats and stuff for this turbo, but I'll leave a link to it in the description. But yeah, would I recommend anyone buying this turbo, or compared to a competitor turbo? Yeah, 100%. It will transform your car. Your car will turn into something else. It's no longer a Fiesta ST. It's literally the closest thing to a Fiesta RS that you can buy on the market these days. Like, it's something else. Like, a post saying like this could take a Focus RS, probably like preface A45s, S3s, and in the comments you see people, they're just like, no, you're a fucking idiot, your car in an RS6, or like, it's not that powerful, it's just a Fiesta ST. But I dare you to ever get a Focus RS and race me, and you will literally just shut the fuck up. Like, it is so insane. It's just like a little pocket rocket, goes around the bends, it can dive, you can throw around any corner, any bend, and it will stick. It's incredible. Like, compared to my stage 2 and stock power, it blows out of the water. Like, I thought from stage 2 to stage 3, like, there was going to be a jump, I was going to notice the power, but I never in my dreams realised how much of a jump it was going to be. But you can't not modify this car. If you're buying this car, I highly recommend you get the VT330R turbo, because it will change your driving experience for the better. But you've just got to realise when driving it, the power you're pushing, you've got to be so careful, because you can crash it or kill yourself or anything. You've just got to know your limits. I've made the mistake a couple of times, don't get me wrong, like, of pushing it too hard and then hit the brakes and the heat soak and all that. But just please, if you do get this car, if you do get this turbo stuff out, just know your own limits and like, I think a big brake kit is very, very needed. I mean, they're about £1,000, but if you want to stop yourself from dying, like, not dying, do you know what I mean? Like, that safety of having that big brakes is such a good reassurance. Like, I know I need them, and I'm just going to save for them, because at first I thought I would never need them, but now I've realised you really do. Apparently, like a Quaif, I think it's called, the LSD, is meant to transform it as well. So I'm looking to get one of them, but I mean, everything costs money these days, and it is not cheap to modify your car on this sort of market, like for Fiesta STs. But it's just one of those things. If you're serious about your car and you want it done properly and you want more power, highly recommend VT330R turbo. But if you're umming and ahhing and not sure about the money wise for it, but you've got the money, don't get it, because if you wanted it that bad, you'd buy it no matter what, if that makes sense. If you knew you wanted that power, you'd buy it. If you're umming and ahhing and you can't decide, then it's more than likely you don't want that, you want something else. And then when that comes, or like a different turbo or something. But I mean, the power from this, I am 100% happy with. I've had one problem with it, and that was a Simposer, but that's my error. It's nothing to do with the turbo. But I think that's it. So I hope, if you're looking to get this turbo, it has helped you in any way. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is just like your average driver opinion. It's nothing special, not an expert, but if you want an honest opinion, this is my 100% honest opinion. So definitely look into it or buy it if you're umming and ahhing over it. But yeah, I thank you for watching. Smash the like, the subscribe, and saying I've got over 1,000 subscribers in 28 days, which is incredible. I've noticed, because my mates obviously subscribe to me and their notifications haven't been coming through when I upload, so make sure you turn the notifications on, like the video, comment any questions, anything like that, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Roll the outro.